This is Wes S. bringing a news update for all those people that care and for all those people that don't care. Um, I know I said I was going to quit reading the newspaper. It's me. I lied to you. I already told y'all that. I'm going to do that sometimes. This is... I got to this place off the Drudge, but the name of the paper is The Week or something like that. The Week. I don't know if there's supposed to be a EE, which it is, or a EA in there, but anyway. For Muslim refugees in Mexico, community is hard to find. That's not the headline I clicked on. The headline I clicked on was many Islamic refugees are opting for Mexico rather than the United States. So the fact that they had to do a misdirect to get me to the story, to read the story, put me on guard to begin with. You know, when the salesman says, "Hold on a minute, I got just a deal for you," it's time to close the door. Alright? But I don't ever close the door. I read the whole thing. And I'm not going to give these people the power they want by reading it to you. The whole thing's a tearjerker thing because he couldn't get back in America because, first off, his country fell apart, and instead of going to picking a side, he's a young, healthy man, instead of picking a side and using his education, his physical strength, and his will to follow his God and fighting for what he believes in and for his country, he opted to run away to South America. South America let him stay for 6 months. Then they told him to get out, so he ran to Mexico. But he was trying to get in the U.S. Trump's travel ban for people trying to escape certain countries wouldn't let him in. These people are making him sound like a nice guy. We don't know that. We haven't run a background check on him. All we've got is people that are willing to lie to you to get you to read their newspaper saying he's a nice guy. So, makes you wonder. But the thing is, they're not opting for Mexico. They're still trying to get here. But the fact that they can't get here means that they're piling up in Mexico. All this being said, we need to build the wall. And down there on the Rio Grande, where building a wall is going to be really hard, we need to come up with the money to hire more Border Patrol agents and build towers and make it okay to shoot folks that come across in ways other than are prescribed by law. That's harsh. But, no man, you can tag somebody at 50 yards with a tranq dart. And you got to kill them. And then you find out why you doing here. You give them a shot, wakes them back up, say, okay, you need to explain to me why you swam or walked or whatever, instead of going across the bridge and talking to the nice customs guy or gal or whoever. They're really nice. It's not that hard to get either direction of the border down there. It's not. People do it all day, every day. Literally, they walk across the border, go to work, walk back across, and go to bed. Both directions. It doesn't even make any sense. People that live in El Paso go to Juarez. People that live in Juarez go to El Paso. I don't know. I don't know if we're say way Laredo or not, or Laredo. But all that being said, there's still the liberal media is still trying to convince us that we are doing a disservice to these people who are abandoning women and children and old people to the horrors of war in their home countries, to flee like cowards from the conflict. Why have they not joined the military? Why have they not grabbed their wheelbarrow and helped build barricades and roadblocks for the side that they believe to be right? Why have they not picked a side and dug in and decided to fight for what they believe? What is so wrong with their country that rather than fight for it, they would flee to a foreign country that doesn't speak their language, that looks completely dissimilar to anything they've ever lived in, and really doesn't offer any great economic boom. And this guy in particular, he wants to get over here and he wants to get his master's. In other words, he's hoping to stay in school and not do anything for a while longer. And the Haitian, that's the other one could be. But you've got the Haitian, and I can understand they got tore up, and a certain individual could have done a better job with helping them out. We should have, as a country. I mean, they got tore up, but some of that was because Haiti is a little on the corrupt side, and a lot of the aid that got sent over there didn't make it to where it was supposed to go, which should have led the poor people to make a change. So that's, again, falls back to them. If you don't like your government, change it. It's pretty easy. They did it in South Africa. They did it too hard in South Africa. I think they switched to one bad for another bad. Which it's starting to level out some. It's getting better. But you cannot, friends, you cannot trust the media anymore. It's hard to find anything. I don't think Drudge actually writes any of their own stories. I'm getting out that just reading the whole thing. Why won't let them come to America? No. You know, if we were like, if we had employers screaming, writing their congressman, please let these people come in because there's nobody to work, it would be different. But that's not what we have. We have, still, we're sitting at like, what, 5% unemployment? Isn't that it? 5 or 6? And that's 6% of the people that want to work can't find a job. That's just the people that want to work. Then you've got professional students which never intend on getting a job. You've got the young people who aren't going to take a job unless it's the job they went to school for. You've got all the failure to launch people, and you've got the people that aren't going to do manual labor because it's below them or beneath them. And I don't understand that. With a bachelor's degree in business or something like that, in Texas, you're looking at about 40 a year. Okay? Let's do some math real quick. With a high school diploma, a good driving record, and a pass on the piss test, you're looking at 65 to 95 a year. You get dirty, I'd rather get dirty than go bald and wind up with migraines and everything else working for chump change. And that's after you've been there a while. You can work your way. You're not entry level, you're looking at about 30 if you're lucky, 28 to 30 with the bachelor's, when you can work for a year or two, go to trade school, and then apprentice somewhere, or go back to work and, you know, on an entry-level deal, and look around and find a hole in a company somewhere and fill it, and go from making at entry-level laborer from making about 35 to 45 a year. It's overtime. To jumping up to right at 100 grand a year, it's overtime. You have to earn the money. But yeah, it's not that we don't have people that could work, or that we have people that don't need to work. We've got a bunch of liberal crybabies that think, and a bunch of socialists out there that want everything handed to them. They don't want to have to get dirty to make the money. That's where we're at. Yeah. All that from me reading the newspaper on Sunday afternoon after a nap. Maybe I shouldn't read the newspaper after I take a nap. Maybe that should be my rule. Thinking about reading that article, because it's just one of those fun articles. Did y'all hear about Marilyn Manson? Who names their kid Marilyn? I mean, he's a dude, but him getting smacked in the head. They call these new stage guys. So just say there's a job. There's gonna be a job opening. Y'all might want to apply if y'all into that kind of stuff. I don't want to travel around that much. Boy. Well, this will be the next video, I guess. The 49ers kneel. Hope they did like the Cowboys. Which I'm not a Cowboys fan. But at least the Cowboys protested and then got up off their damn knees and respected the flag. I still don't think I know what they were kneeling for. I mean, nobody knows what Copernicus said. No, everybody said, well, he said this. No, here's the quote. He said he was protesting the flag. That's what he said he was protesting. Here, you have a good day. Let's build the wall. Let's build the wall. I want the one with the solar panels things. We get the wall. We get clean energy. We make jobs. We make jobs making the wall, and we'll make long-lasting jobs maintaining the wall and distributing the electricity. That sounds like a lot of wins to me. And if they break the fence to get across, then they're automatically criminals because they damaged government property. Another win. So, makes sense to me. Y'all have a good day. It's time to go feed the chicken.